Welcome to another video technical update. Today is Tuesday, December 1st, 2009. I'm Fan Yang, your technical analyst here at CMS Forex, and I'll be discussing some interesting price actions in the Forex market. The pound dollar has an interesting retracement pattern set up, but it's not the only one. The New Zealand dollar also has a similar pattern developing. We'll take a look at these pairs individually and compare their setups. This video is being prepared at 5:45 p.m. Eastern ahead of the Asian session. The first pair we're going to look at is the pound dollar pair. We see a completion of a Gartley or ABCD retracement pattern that ended at 78.6%. Although I would say these aggressive bullish candles are a little concern, but if we do see topping action here, we may have a follow through on this setup. Now the stochastic also is overbought, showing some signs of crossing back. So this pair is, in the 4-hour time frame has a bearish outlook. In the 1-hour time frame, we look for a trigger. You see, in the 4-hour time frame, this is basically a setup. And in the 1-hour time frame, well, we make sure that our projection is valid. This swing projection here, we draw a parallel line here, and basically we have our projection to the 1.6180 area. We see that in the 1-hour time frame, this will take about 2 sessions. That is, if the market behaves in a similar fashion, similar volatility and such. So, as I mentioned, we have a stochastic crossover here. We basically have all these reversal signals, but we don't have a trigger yet. And that would come in the form of breaking below this. Now, if it does break below this, we assess our reward to risk. We place 2 ATR above this power line, the ATR being about 30 at the moment, and that brings a stop loss placement to about approximately 1.6820, and the target, the swing target here, 1.6180. Now you see here, this is about 100. You calculate the reward to risk ratio here, and you would get about 1.77 to 1. Our next pair is the New Zealand dollar US dollar pair. We see here also a Gartley. It didn't exactly extend this leg 100%, but it stopped here around 0.73. So we see the stochastic also, behaving just like the pound dollar. It's an overbought and it's turning. Our price action also is a reversal pattern. We saw in the pound dollar here we see a almost like a harami. So this is also a reversal pattern, as well as in the 1-hour time frame. I wasn't sure if I mentioned that. Okay, so now back to the New Zealand dollar. Okay, so we have a similar setup. This swing projection isn't as aggressive. Well, it is to the 0.7 area. I mentioned that stochastic is turning, so we would have to wait for break of this as a confirmation, because at the moment, this could be, instead of a Gartley, this could just be a breakout. This could be, you see here, this was the support, and now this resistance, and this is a breakout. So if the market can support the pair here, we basically invalidate our short-term bearish outlook and reestablish more of a ranging outlook. Okay, which would be actually short-term bullish here, up to head to 0.7450. So this area is very important. It could be a trigger, or it could show us that it could also invalidate our Gartley. Now, looking at the 1 hour time frame, right, we should have looked at it here. So here it looks like it might develop a double top if the market breaks below 0.7245, but again, it's more okay. And we also see that this is a 161.8% expanded retracement. That's all fine, but this is the area that we have to see breaking before we can establish a short-term bearish outlook. You see here we do have signals, but again, this trigger here would be very important. Alright, so now let's compare the New Zealand dollar with the pound dollar, as far as, you know, both of them have this set up, but we may prefer one to another. We see in the New Zealand US dollar that this pair has been rallying since the summer and has formed sort of a consolidation or sideways action since September. And at the moment, the market is here, sort of in the middle of this consolidation zone. I would say in this shorter consolidation zone, you see here, this is a wide one, but we have a narrower consolidation zone here, and the market is basically at the bottom of it. So here, that puts this, you know, compare this to the pound dollar now. Let's take a look, and we zoom out, and we see the pound dollar pair had a rally earlier in the year, but that stopped in May, and it's been ranging since May. So, you know, instead of like the New Zealand dollar where it's only consolidating for a couple months, it has been sideways for good half of the year. Now, as far as position in this range, we see that this is actually at near the top, near resistance zone of the range. So, compared to New Zealand dollar, the pound dollar seems like it would have more prospect for a bearish outlook. Both of them have this Gartley pattern, but you know, you see here we didn't break the 78.6%. We actually stopped before it. So if this continues, it's a more strong indication of a bearish outlook than we had in the New Zealand dollar. Here we see the New Zealand dollar again, and our 78.6% was actually penetrated. Alright, so once again, both of these pairs have Gartley patterns developing, or excuse me, this is more of a retracement pattern. ABCD similarly, but the pound dollar has more prospect of a bearish outlook. That's all for today. Once again, my name is Fan Yang, your technical analyst here at CMS Forex. Remember to check out fxtimes.com regularly for your latest news and analysis, as well as educational live events. See you guys tomorrow, and happy trading.